Hey, greetings and blessings, everyone. Pastor Terry Clark here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, I want to take just a moment to thank you, first of all, for taking out of your time to take a look at this business overview presentation. Uh, if you're watching this video, you probably received it from either myself or someone that's close to me. And I'm thankful for someone sharing this information with me. See, if we don't know each other, here's a quick background about my story. I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a pastor. I've been a pastor for over 27 years. I've been married to my incredible wife for over 40 years now. And I'm just about a week away from my 60th birthday. And I'm so thankful to God that I'm 60 years old and I'm in good health. I feel better than I've ever felt. But about 2 years ago, at 58, I woke up one day and I found myself in extreme debilitating pain. My knees were both so swollen the size of my thighs, and I thought I had blew my knee out because the day before I did quite a extensive run and I was hiking weekly, and I just thought I overdid it. So I went and got x-rays, and a friend of mine who's an orthopedic surgeon did some x-rays for me, and he came out and he said, Pastor, I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is this is not self-inflicted. You didn't blow out your knee. You didn't overdo it. The bad news is you're not 25 anymore, and you've got to slow down. You have arthritis, and there's three types of arthritis, and he told me that of the three types, I have the one type where they don't do knee replacements because even after knee replacements, this arthritis keeps reoccurring. Then he began to tell me there was no cure and that I was in for a lifetime of just pain management. I just had to change my routine, change my behavior, slow down. And I proceeded to do that. He gave me a knee injection of cortisone, steroids. He wrote me a prescription for meloxicam. I started taking the over-the-counter topical cream, Volterra. I bought every knee brace that was on the market. I bought ice packs, and life was just very different for me. And honestly, I really struggled with that mentally and spiritually because I was the guy that was doing what I thought everything right. I was had a decent diet, a great workout regimen, and doing all the things I needed to do, but this was something that I couldn't control. So I thought. That's when a friend of mine called me and told me about this company. He's a retired professional athlete. I respect him and admire him, and we're the same age, both turned 60 this year. And he began to tell me about this incredible breakthrough in test-based nutrition that you're going to hear about from a man by the name of Corey Anderson. He's a good friend of mine. He's become a great friend over the last year because I've decided to partner with this company and share this information with as many people as I possibly can because I want you to deal with inflammation at the source and get your life back, whatever that is. For me, it was arthritis. It was also allergies. This is the first year I haven't taken any allergy medicine. I also suffered from eczema. At the change of the season, my skin went through all kinds of breakouts and dryness. No eczema, clear skin, no allergies, no medication, and no pain because I took a blood test and I found out that I could address the issue at the source. Check this presentation out. And I'm going to come back at the end and give you some information as to how you can contact me or the person that shared this video with you. And we want to know your thoughts. Thank you.
And the purpose of this call is to give you an understanding of what our mission is, where we're positioned, where we're going, and how you could benefit from all of this. And it truly is an honor and a privilege to share this with each and every one of you. About a year ago, my wife and I, we were introduced to Zinzino, and it has completely changed our lives. And we believe that if you see this in the same way in which we've seen it, it can impact your life as well. And I looked at Zinzino almost as a call of duty. I've been involved in this industry for the last 30 years, and the Lord has blessed us tremendously. However, about 18 years ago, I started to experience some health challenges. I started to see double. I was dealing with chronic fatigue And the doctors diagnosed it as this autoimmune condition, and they loaded me up with this medicine. And I started having side effects from the medication, and they gave me even more medication for the side effects. And I asked, how long will I be on this medication? And they told me forever. This is what I look like. I was 256 pounds, fully inflamed. And I met an herbalist and his wife because at this point I recognized that I needed to be proactive as it related to my health. If you look at this picture, I look 10 years older than I do today. Um, Someone asked, do I have any other pictures? No, I don't have any other ones. I got rid of them all. I look 10 years older then than I do today. And this was 17 years ago. And so this herbalist and his wife told me I was suffering from silent inflammation. And if I addressed what I was putting in my body, eat foods that cleanse my body of inflammation, and stop eating foods that produced it, my body would heal itself. And that's what happened miraculously. No more symptoms, no more medication, lost 100 pounds, literally a new lease on life, energy that you couldn't believe. And we went on this plant-based diet like 9 years ago, and we told everyone you can address your health by what you are putting in your body, but no one would believe us. People tend to be creatures of habit. However, learned of Zinzino about a year ago now. And we learned that we had a product that would address your cellular health. And it would help us to address many conditions that people are suffering from without them changing what they were eating. And we knew we had our hands on something. We knew we had to tell the world about this. Our mission is to create a global blue zone where we help people experience a better quality and quantity of life. And we have found a company that is committed to doing the same thing. Now, why is everyone being affected all over the world by the same thing, and specifically here in North America? It is because of the standard American diet, which is the leading cause of chronic inflammation and disease in our society today. And you don't have to take it from me. You can chat GPT it, Google it, whatever AI bot you may use, ask them, what is the importance of my omega 6 to 3 ratio in my body? See, you're going to come to understand that omega 6s and 3s are essential fatty acids, meaning our bodies need these fatty acids, but we don't produce them. So we must get them from the foods that we eat and the supplements that we take. Now, omega 6s are largely pro-inflammatory. Omega 3s are largely anti-inflammatory. Now, there was a time where we were eating foods from Mother Nature. The challenge has come to be because we started eating foods that man makes. See, we should be somewhere between 1 to 1 as it relates to our omega 6 to 3 ratio. However, because of industrial agriculture, ultra processed foods, fast foods, around the mid 1960s, there was a turning point. And today in North America, the average ratio is 25 to 1. And 3 to 1 or better is the safe zone. Now, why is this so important? Well, it affects us from head to toe. Your hair quality decreases, your brain function decreases, skin quality, it loses its elasticity, reduced organ function, joint and muscle pain. People think that these are the symptoms of getting older. These are the symptoms of you being out of balance because our body is made up of trillions of cells. And that cell membrane is made up of fatty acids, largely omega 6s and 3s. And when we are out of balance, that membrane is hardened, it's rigid, nutrients can't get in, waste products can't get out. So you are experiencing a decrease in your cellular function, which affects everything in your body, every tissue, every gland, every organ. So it's not a good idea that we get to 3 to 1 or better. It is a must because then that membrane, it is flexible. It is soft. Nutrients can get in, waste products can get out, and we are building a better body. Now, have you ever had a doctor suggest that you measure your omega 6 to 3 ratio? Probably not. I hadn't. I haven't talked to anyone who has. Why? Because doctors are trained in it's allopathic training that they receive. They are trained in a treatment model. They're not trained in prevention. Why would they be? We have to be proactive if we are going to prevent the conditions that are preventable. Look, this is what the World Health Organization has to say about chronic inflammation. It's the greatest threat to human health. And 6.3 billion people worldwide are deficient in omega 3s. Well, Zinzino identified the problem and we are doing something about it. We are a bioscience company that's chosen a direct to consumer route. And our vision is to be the #1 preventative healthcare company in the world. We were founded in Norway back in 2005. We're publicly traded. We have had sales growth every single year for the last 20 years. And as you can see, since COVID, our revenue has grown by 141% when some companies haven't made it out of COVID, didn't make it out of COVID, and have been experiencing continual decline. We generated 205 million in revenue last year. We deliver our products to more than 100 countries worldwide. And what makes us different, innovative, is the fact that we are pioneering test-based nutrition. And we believe that we'll have $1 billion valuation within the next 3 years. You couldn't be looking at this at a better time. See, what we're offering people is awareness that will become certainty. And we are empowering them as it relates to their health and wellness in a way no company ever has. We're giving people the ability to test themselves for themselves by themselves. We have a simple dry blood spot test where someone can measure their omega 6 to 3 ratio. As a matter of fact, we have a series of tests that will predict your future health. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. But this omega 6 to 3 test, you send it in, postage paid to Vitas Analytical Services. They are the #1 dry blood spot lab in the world. The official partners of Harvard University, Cambridge University, the World Health Organization, the Olympic Committee. They're completely independent of Zinzino. As a matter of fact, they've been around longer than Zinzino. After testing 1.5, almost 1.6 million people, they've identified the world is out of balance. 97% on average, and 99% of people here in North America were out of balance. See, what we've come to understand is that people think that they're doing the right things. They hope that the supplements are working. They believe that they are, but they don't know that they are working because the only way to know would be to test. So, would you agree that it makes sense to test rather than guess when it comes to your future health? You will receive a medical grade report in 2 to 3 weeks after sending it off to Vitas Analytical Services. It's going to help you understand your omega 6 to 3 balance, your omega 3 index, mental clarity, immunity. It is a very comprehensive report. And now you are armed with something. Now you have a baseline to know where you are and then to get to where you want to be. Hippocrates said this: let food be your medicine rather than medicine be your food. And we couldn't agree more. We have a formulation called Balance Oil Plus. It is the number one omega supplement in the world. All of the ingredients are naturally sourced. It has omega 3s, vitamin D, vitamin E. It is dosage based by weight. What do I mean? Well, most supplement companies tell everyone to take the same amount. It doesn't matter if you're 150 pounds or 250 pounds. They recommend the same for everyone. Well, if we weigh the same, wouldn't someone be overdosing or underdosing? We never thought of this generic dosing and how it could be a problem. Well, we are looking to get real results. So our product is dosage based by weight. But the real game changer are the polyphenols in the formulation. In nature, where you find omega 3s, polyphenols are present. They're the antioxidants that keep the omegas fresh in the bottle and in your body. They actually usher the omega 3s into your cells. See, commercial fishing companies, in stripping the oil of the environmental toxins, they actually strip the oil of the polyphenols, which is why so many people are out of balance. They're taking a product that doesn't work. We have a patented process which leaves the polyphenols intact, and we add pre-harvested extra virgin premium olive oil to the formulation, creating a Mediterranean diet in a bottle. Now, if you study blue zones, you do any research where the greatest percentage of centenarians, people who live over 100 years old, these regions, they follow this heart healthy diet. And our product has been tested against krill oil, concentrated omega 3s, and cod liver oil, and it's 2 to 5 times more effective. And we have many formulations. We have a vegan formulation, we have a water soluble formulation, and gel caps for someone who's traveling or they don't want to take the oil. See, when I looked at this, it was clear that the company had already thought of everything that I could have thought of in order to market this on a mass scale. And what we have, ladies and gentlemen, is a core group of products that will address the 4 pillars of health: your cellular health, your gut health, your immune health, and your mental health. It is called our Health Protocol Premium. See, we can make sure that we get you back in balance. And some of you, you're going to research, and we suggest that you do. Google it. Chat GPT, the importance of my omega 6 to 3 ratio to my body. You're going to understand that it's not a good idea. It's a must that you get yourself back in balance. And we can prove it in within 120 days. And we use that because that's the time frame that it takes for your red blood cells to turn over. But you're going to see results way sooner than the 120 days that we will test again to prove that our product works. There hasn't been a supplement company or a direct sales company that has taken this approach. So you become aware, you use the solution, and then when you get the second test, the referrals flood in because you tell everyone it's been proven that this works. Now, the test is normally $178, but in our desire to scale and scale quickly, we're offering the test for $115 with a free bottle of oil. And then you'll be on the oil 3 additional months. The oil is $45 on subscription, and then you get your second test for free. Because we know that if we believe that if you use the product and you get tested and you're out of balance, you use the product and you get back in balance, you're not getting off the product. The test actually drives the demand. Think about it. What if you could offer a test everyone in the world needs before they even knew they needed it? Imagine the timing that we are in right now and how effective, how innovative are we when we can prove that 95% of the people that take our product for 120 days will be back in balance in that time frame? And we believe that because 500 million people today are currently taking an omega supplement, a billion people a vitamin supplement, and 1.5 billion people follow some specialized diet, and they all want to know one thing: are my supplements working? That they'll want to be tested. People wear Oura rings, Fitbits, all type of wearable devices. They use their cell phones to measure their heart rates, their steps, because they want to know, are my workouts working? Well, with the technology available, within the next 10 years, it would be absurd for someone to take a supplement and not test to see if it does what it says it will do. That is why we know that we're disrupting this space. If you look at the biggest companies in the world today, they solve problems no one else was solving. How about Airbnb with the empty residential units, Amazon in the retail space, Uber in the taxi cab arena, Netflix and movie rentals? Blockbuster doesn't even exist today. We'll add Zinzino to that list because our approach is proven and we are experiencing incredible momentum. We have grown from 10,000 customers to over 500,000 customers last year. We're going to hit 1 million customers this year, but the true growth is going to take place over the next 10 to 25 years. We're going to hit 20 million customers by 35 and 100 million customers by 2050, making us the #1 preventative healthcare company in the world. And because the company is publicly traded, publicly listed, you can trade Zinzino like any other Fortune 500 company. Everything that we communicate is verifiable. There's 100% transparency with our company, and we are bringing transparency to an industry that's needed it for decades with our test-based approach. But we need help. See, the stock for the last 3 years has grown by 500%. Would you have loved to have had your money in something that grew by 500%? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to experience another run up. Why? Because North America has come on board. See, of the revenue generated last year, only 6% of that revenue came from North America. Of the 1.5 million tests taken, only 55,000, almost 60,000 tests from North America. And other than the person who invited you to listen tonight, how many times had you heard of Zinzino? So are we early or are we late? We're looking at a 20-year-old startup that doesn't exist anywhere else, and you can be a part of it here. See, with everything that we've accomplished so far, we've had hundreds of testimonials where people are experiencing, they're feeling better than they ever have. They're experiencing relief from conditions that they've been dealing with for periods of time. It inspires us every day to share this with people. So from that, we know what's going to happen here in North America. This is the biggest supplement market in the world, and no one knows a thing about Zinzino. So you have an opportunity to help us, help others learn about it, and you will be rewarded richly because of what we have as it relates to our compensation plan. See, you can become a partner in Zinzino. You will own this. You could sell it, will it, give it to whoever you like. This is your business. And fortunately, when I was in my 20s, I had someone tell me if I was ever going to get to where I really wanted to be in life financially, I would have to mind my own business. He told me I would never become wealthy based on what I did for someone else, but I could become wealthy based on what I started. And let me tell you what I've learned after 30 years, the autonomy that comes along with being in business for yourself, the dignity with building your own business. You can't place a price tag on it. Now, with Zinzino, you're going to have your very own e-commerce platform. The company hosts it, maintains it, updates it daily. They track your team, your customer base, take care of the accounts payable, the accounts receivable, all the customer service. We do two things in this company. We acquire customers and we can deliver our products to more than 100 countries around the world. And we look for people who would like to share our products, and we can build our teams throughout more than 50 countries worldwide. Now, to partner with us and capitalize on everything that Zinzino has to offer, you need to select a partner kit. You have the basic partner kit, which is $325. You get a test, a few bottles of oil, and you are in business. We have the advanced partner kit. It's $825. You get a few more tests, you get a few more bottles of oil, you get a couple other products, and once again, you too are in business. And then you have the ultimate partner kit. The ultimate partner kit is where myself and 90% of the people that we've enrolled, they've chosen the ultimate partner kit, not because we're so business savvy, but for some common sense reasons. Number one, it's $1,150, but you get more than $3,200 worth of products. You get 10 tests to reveal to people they need our products. You get 10 bottles of oil, the entire health protocol, and revolutionary products that people can only get from Zinzino. So that was a no-brainer. You know, consumers look at what things cost. Business owners tend to look at what something is worth. And we suggest that you look at this with your business owner's glass lens on, with your business owner's cap on. Second reason, you can get your money back. If you have 25 product sales by your 12th month, in your 13th month, the company is going to send you your $1,150 back. It's kind of like a deposit. You move into a place, you put the deposit down, you take care of it, you move out, you get your money back. Zinzino is saying, get some customers and we're going to give you your money back for what you invested to get started. We've never seen anything like that in this industry. Now, you're going to be paid two ways, from your customers and the customers that come in through your team, and 50 cents of every dollar that goes into the company comes right back out into your organization. Now, when it comes to your customers, number one, you're going to earn 10 to 30% on the products that come from your online shop. The more customers you acquire, the higher the percentage you will be paid. You could get rich alone. There are people that are making fortunes with affiliate programs, and they're not making 30%, and certainly not on innovative Nobel Prize level products like the ones that we have. You can also get your products for free. For every 4 product sales that you have, you receive a free product. You also can get a one-time bonus for hitting customer thresholds. It starts at $115 and it goes to $11,500. And we've had individuals in our team accomplish this. And it is so inspiring to see people achieve at the levels at which they can in Zinzino. And then there's a monthly customer bonus where you can earn anywhere from $230 up to $1,300 a month simply by sharing our product. So you could earn hundreds, you could earn thousands a month from sharing our products. And if it makes sense to you to use the products, and if it makes sense to you to share the products, it'll make sense to some people that you know. Fortunately, in my 20s, my mentor also helped me to understand that time is more valuable than money. He told me I'd rather get paid 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of my own. Because if I stop working, 99% of the work keeps getting done. It is called leverage, and it is your key to freedom. See, being in business for yourself, incorporating the efforts of others, getting paid residual income puts you in a class separate from people working for others, getting paid only on what they do and getting paid a linear income. Zinzino allows for us to build a team where we can make some serious money on a residual basis. Now, there's a fast start bonus that you can qualify for by enrolling two people who get started with the Ultimate Partner Kit, who enroll two, and you have 10 products. The company is going to pay you a $2,800 bonus. You also get paid team commissions, 10 to 15% on all of the volume that comes in from your network of online stores. All of the partners, all of the customers that your team members bring in, you're getting paid 10 to 15% weekly on all of that production. Their title bonus is as you move up the ranks in Zinzino, you can earn hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands. Combined, it's over 100,000 in title bonuses that you can earn. We also have customer acquisition bonuses. When you bring people on and they acquire their initial customers, the company is going to pay you hundreds on those people getting involved and knocking out their customers. Now, that customer acquisition bonus is great, but let me tell you what's incredible. It's our mentor bonuses. The people who you personally enroll, Zinzino is going to pay you a matching percentage of their team commissions. You're going to get paid 5 to 25%. Now, let's say you enrolled me. Let's say my team commission happened to be $10,000 for the month. And this is just for math's sake. You're going to get paid $500 to $2,500, not of my income, but a matching percentage of what I made. And you could earn that on every other person that you enroll. And then there's a volume commission. Once you hit the director level and higher, the company will pay you an additional 1 to 4% on a big number. A big number. Now, there are additional perks. There's a phone bonus of $460, a car bonus of $1,150, and you don't have to use it on a phone or a car. It's your money to do what you want to do with it. The company sends us on luxury vacations. We qualified to go to Bali this year. But the thing that motivated us more than anything is the fact that you can work your way into ownership here in Zinzino. What do I mean? When you hit the president level and higher, you are rewarded with shares of stock. It starts at 230 grand and it goes up from there. See, the founders of Zinzino recognize that typically the more money people make, the more they spend. They didn't want us to just have big incomes here. They wanted us to have something to show for what we've built. And I am telling you, it is truly inspiring. You're not just getting paid on your team when you're a shareholder, you're getting paid on everyone's team. And look, nothing that we've discussed tonight matters if you don't know how to do this. So we're going to show you how to get customers and how to build a team. The company provides you with unbelievable online support. We have Zoom events and live events where you and your team can grow all around the world. But most importantly, you're going to have a coach or coaches accessible to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with one thing in mind, and that is helping you succeed immediately.
Hey fam, I'm back. There's a lot of information in a short amount of time, in my opinion, but it's information that changed my life. And if you saw what I saw, you fall into one or two categories. One, everyone needs to get tested. You want to get tested, you want to find out where you are, and you want to get in balance. That's everybody. But there's a few of you that saw this and went, hey, not only do I want to look after my health and make sure I'm in optimal health, but I want to help as many people as I can. And if I can really build a significant revenue stream for myself and for my family, I'm interested in that too. I'm going to go ahead and put the information right on the screen that you need to contact me, my wife through email. I'll even put my cell phone number up there if you want to give me a text and we can set up a time to talk. But I really want to do what I can to help as many people as I can. And so the first thing you need to do is get tested. Find out where you are. If you like the opportunity, give us a call. Let's set up a time where we can give you a little more information. But whatever you do, make sure you take this seriously. Health is wealth. Have a great, great rest of your day. And again, blessings.